Welcome to the Athletic Awards for the spring of 2020.
Hello, I'm Erica Taylor, the high school cheer coach. First off, I would like to say a big thank you to the administrations, to boosters, and to our parents for all of their support throughout the season. And a big thank you to my assistant coach, Carrie Baker, for all of her help as well. My first certificate, though this cheerleader was unable to cheer with us due to surgery early on in the season, she was very helpful in learning cheers, organizing and running pep rallies, and helping us getting our homecoming together. So we are giving a participation certificate to Captain Allison Yates. For their dedication and team spirit this season, we are giving letters to the following cheerleaders: Emily Bloom, Grace Peck, Jaden Gooden, Katie Hall, Janetta Kiddick, and Captain Kenzie Frone. We have 2 squad voted awards to give away. The first is the most valuable cheerleader, and that goes to our Captain Kenzie Frone. The second is the Spirit Stick Award, and that goes to Janetta Kiddick. Thank you all for your hard work and dedication throughout the season.
Hi. I'd like to thank everyone for coming today, both of you. And today we're going to give out the wrestling awards. And I'd like to thank everybody who helped during the season, the administration, Joanne Nair, the athletic director, Jerry Collingham, who did stats, drove the bus, the newspaper, everybody that helped us out in any way. So we're going to get right to the point. We had a great year this year. We had a team that was very young. We had 1 senior that wrestled varsity. We had 1 junior that wrestled varsity, and everybody else was freshmen and sophomores. And everybody, we didn't know what was going to happen, but by the end of the year, we had a very successful season. We won, we started off by winning the polo tournament, and then our next tournament that we won was the Corner Conference tournament, and that was the first conference championship that Tarkio Wrestling's ever won. Everybody worked together. We defeated everyone. We took 3rd at the East Mills tournament, and we finished in the top half of every other tournament we ever went to. We had some outstanding wrestlers this year, and although we didn't get anyone to state, hopefully next year we will. We had a pretty tough district with 4 of the top 6 teams in state in it. But we had a lot of guys come really close within 1 match. Well, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about the letterman real quick. At 106, we had Lucas Jostein. Lucas missed going to state by 2 points. He'd actually, earlier in the day, beat someone who did go to state. Lucas finished with a 22-9 season, did a great job. We had Justin Stanton. Justin was 30-8, won several tournaments. We had Jaden Clark. Jaden wrestled the 132 position, did a great job, filled in when we needed him, scored a lot of points. Brady Winahan at 126. Brady was 17-11. We had Carter Holacek, who he was a dual sporter, wrestled when he could, won 2 tournaments, did a great job. Connor Brown wrestled. He had a 17-14 record, and although that he got hurt at the end of the year, he had a great season for a freshman. Aaron Schluter was 28-15. Wrestling at 170 pounds, had a really good season. Cameron Nance was 25-12, finished in the top 2 in several meets. Caden Levendahl wrestled part of the season for us, was conference champion, did a lot of good things for us, filled in where we needed him. Jay Numbarger missed half the season, but still finished with 15 wins. And Ashton Urey was 20-10. He was our only senior. And then we had Grant Turnbull wrestling at 285, and he'll step in Ashton's place next year. And Tyler Donaldson also wrestled for us a little at 285. And so we're going to give out some awards here. First award will be Most Improved. And there were several people that were in contention for the most improved, but we gave it by percentage of wins over last year, work ethic and stuff. And that goes to Cameron Nance. Cam started out not doing well this year, and by the end of the year, he was winning almost every match. There were strings where he had probably 10 pins under 20 seconds. Next up is most pins, and that would go to Aaron Schleter with 19. Aaron wrestled really well. Aaron was a leader on our team, stepped in, took over as a sophomore, was one of our captains, great work ethic. Most wins. Most wins goes to Justin. Justin had 30 wins. He was a state qualifier last year. This year he lost by 2 points to the eventual state champ. And then the wrestlebacks he lost to another state qualifier, just missed going to state. And then our last award will be the most valuable wrestler award. And the way the most valuable wrestler award is by points scored during the year. If you don't get out of bed, or you miss a meet, or for whatever reason you don't make it, you lose a lot of points. But we had one student, one wrestler that exemplified participation, and he was at almost every single meet, racking up wins, and that's Justin Stanton with 156 team points this year, which is quite a few. He finished first in several meets, had a lot of pins. And next year we're looking forward. We only lose Ashton off our squad. We're looking forward to winning conference again. Hopefully districts will take a few people to state this year. I will be back next year, and I'm looking forward to it. And now Jordan has something to say.
I'm not going to be back coaching next year, but I did enjoy every year that I coached you guys, and unfortunately I'm not going to get to see it through with some of you seniors next year, but I hope you guys the best, and I hope to see you at state next year in Corbin.
I'll miss Jordan too. Appreciate you, Ray, for coming. Thank you.
Coach Dustin Barnes of the girls basketball team, and I'd like to do a brief recap of the season and a few individual things for our girls. Hopefully we'll be able to get together here in June and have a little bit more of an in-depth and personal meet. But today I'm going to talk a little bit some generalities. So I want to thank several individuals who made this season a success. First, I want to thank Lisa and Sue for keeping our books, making rosters, basically keeping us organized and keeping us going. The bus drivers as well. Gary Riley did a great job for us this year. Thank you, Gary. Administrators at both schools for helping with supervision, getting games set up. Appreciate that. Rachel Meyer at the TAC, getting this in great shape, best facility to have games in. The parents who supported the kids, those who streamed our games to the public, who had meals and did inspiration for the kids this year, we really appreciate all of that. Mick Lewis for filming for us and getting that uploaded. Coach Hagee, JV coach, did a great job this year on the bench coaching the kids and keeping Casey and I from getting into it on occasion. Casey Martin, I want to thank him for being a sounding board, for coaching the JV, stepping in to do pretty much anything that needed to be done, and always being that glass half full guy. I really appreciate that. The players, so thankful to have been able to coach to such a wonderful group of kids, the community for their support, booster clubs, and I know I'm missing people, but we'll just keep going. The 2019-20 East Atchison Wolves lady basketball team had extremely successful seasons. It was great to see both the varsity and the JV players improve during the season. The JV team, most nights, played against JV teams that had varsity players on it, and they even competed against a couple varsity teams. The JV team hit its stride following the Fairfax tournament and started winning a lot. They were a fun bunch this year, and several of those players would have been playing varsity minutes for other teams. It was great to see the individual and team growth of this group of girls. Several of them will be asked to make that step into varsity next year, and I'm excited to see what these girls are able to do and to step up to the challenge. The 2019-20 varsity team highlights are as follows. 26 wins in a season. That's the highest win total for an East Atchison basketball team. Won the Mound City, Fairfax, and Northwest tournaments. Third straight 20-win season. District runners-up, lost to the eventual state champions on their home floor. Ranked in the top 10 in Class 2 for much of the season, even reaching number 1 for a 3-week period. Second place in the 275 conference with a 12-1 record, We scored 1,663 points this year, which is an average of 59.4 points per game, which is our highest in history. We gave up 910 points this season, which was 32.5 average, which is also our best. Our 2 losses were to a state champion and a state runner-up, both on their home courts. All in all, pretty terrific year. This year's letter winners: senior JC Graves, senior Jesse Graves, senior Kylie Cooper, senior Jay Barnett, junior Morgan Partial, junior Mercedes Partial, junior Ella Rolfe, junior Brennan Poppy, and freshman Natalie Headland. And some individual awards that were given to these girls: Morgan Partial earned second team all-conference, Mercedes Partial was first team all-conference unanimous and an all-district selection, Kylie Cooper was a first team all-conference selection, and JC Graves was first team all-conference unanimous, all-district team, class 2 all-state for her second consecutive year, and she graduates as East Atchison and Fairfax's all-time leading scorer with 1,828 points. Thank you everyone for a great season.
The East Atchison boys basketball team of 2019-2020 finished the season 19-7 with a 9-3 record in the 275 conference. I would describe this team as resilient, passionate, and successful throughout the season, throughout all of their careers so far. Before I get too far, I want to thank a few people. First off, Christy McEnany. She filmed every game. I think she's filmed every game in pretty much every sport for 4 years. And then Lisa and Sue for keeping the book at every game, and our parents and boosters, and then lastly, the athletes for putting up with me and giving me everything they have. The letter winners from this basketball team are seniors: Jake McEnany, Trey Bowling, Gus Hurst, Bryson Bywater, Jordan Gooden, and Wyatt Burke. Our 1 junior, Ian Headland, 1 sophomore, Kaylin Merriweather, and a freshman, Braden Graves. Our future of the East Atchison Wolves and participant winners are sophomores Josh Smith and Carter Holochek, and then freshmen Jarrett Spinato, Cameron Oswald, Daniel Escher, and Charlie Lithberry. Somebody's upset. We will be handing out a few teams. Oh, hey Kaysen, this is my son, Kaysen Dodson. He wasn't very happy watching me not hold him. But at a future date, we're going to be handing out some team awards. They are, and I'll give you a little suspense because I'm not going to announce who gets them. We have an Alpha Wolf Award, the Zach Garrison, it's named for Zach now, Hustle Award, the Most Improved, 6th Man, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and MVP. Again, those will be announced hopefully next month. We had some all-conference players on this team. A unanimous first team was Jake McEnany. Second team, Trey Bowling, and honorable mention, Ian Headland. And 1 all-district player, Jake McEnany. I would say this season overall was super successful. We did win the Northwest Missouri tournament, and all of our success, I would give credit to the seniors that led us. We did have Jake McEnany also was a 1,000-point scorer and broke several East Atchison records. 2019-20 was a great season for the East Atchison boys, led by our senior basketball players. Jason's ready to go play. Our seniors throughout their career, 4 years, had a 75-29 record with a winning percentage of 72. We had great commitment, energy, and talent from this group, and it's going to be very hard to replace. I know, seniors, that you are going to translate your athletic success to your future endeavors, and I can't wait to hear how you do. Future Wolves, I'm excited to see what we can do with our returning talent. I know that we can sustain the success that our seniors helped us establish. Thank you, everybody, for the support this season, and see you next season.